Hey everyone, it's Becky. I just have a design team project to share with you guys for Craftsupplies1. What I've done is a altered hot air balloon, and I got the idea for this from my friend Becky Long, that's on Facebook. And she got her idea and the tutorial from Miranda, which is MsLiberty25, and I think she did this balloon, the tutorial and the balloon, before like I even joined Facebook or YouTube, so I kind of missed out on it. Or I've done a hot air balloon that was a lot bigger before. I don't know, it's been a while, but it was a lot bigger, and it was a paper mache one that I made myself. And so I kind of really like hot air balloons. I think they're a lot of fun to alter. So what I've done, and this isn't really particularly for anybody, I've just made a hot air balloon and a card to match, and I used the Prima Romantique that I got in the Prima warehouse box. So I thought it was really pretty paper, and it kind of reminds me a little bit with like the flowers and the design, like, you know, these flowers and stuff of the romance novels. So that's what I decided to use, and so I'll post the link to the tutorial below in the description box for the hot air balloon, and it's really easy to make. You just kind of need, for mine I used, I think I got four pieces out of each, yeah I did, out of each 12 by 12 sheet. I got 4 pieces of the hot air balloon. So Miranda uses chipboard hot air balloon shapes, I think, that are at the piece by piece, but I didn't have any, so I just went online and got a silhouette. So the first one I found was this one, and it's like huge. I could only fit one on each paper, and I thought it'd be really cute to do one like this, but I think I only had like 6 or 7 sheets of the Romantique, so that wasn't gonna work. So I just went in and scaled it down. So this is actually the size that I used, and I think it's 5.5 by 7. I just, you know, scaled it down to like a 5 by 7 photo. So I think this came out 5.5 by 7. And I just cut out 2 pieces out of the cardboard, and then I painted the edges of it white so you couldn't tell it was cardboard. And then I cut out each design, you know, like 4 of each design, you know, of this hot air balloon cut out. And she explains it better in her tutorial, so I'd head on over there and watch the tutorial if you're interested in making one. It's like super easy. The lace, let me just show you really quick. This one here on the bottom, before I pick up my hot air balloon and show you guys up close, is this one. My lighting is like horrible. I used this one, and this one's new at Craftsupplies1, and it's really, really pretty. What I used, I colored it, and I'll show you in a minute, is this creme brulee cream. And I just laid it down on my nonstick craft mat, and I sprayed it, and you know, it kind of gives it a creamy color. And then what I did is just wiped up the excess ink with it, and so it made some spots darker, and it turned out really pretty. So that's what I did on that lace. And then the one that's right up above it, let me see if I can get this to focus. You can see a good one right there is a daisy trim, and that's from Craftsupplies1, and it's this cream daisy trim that I got in my DT packet this month. And it's got a little like light, kind of almost like a vintage pink center, and that's what I used around the top of the lace, like as a border. And then down at the bottom I used the same thing, the little daisies, and then I used this. See how it's got like a blue tint to it, but sometimes when it's out by itself, like it looks white or like iridescent. But it's this organza trim, and it's kind of double layered. So that's what I used around the bottom. Let me just move in my camera really quick, and then I'll pick up my, I'll pick up the balloon. Let's see here. I don't know how to do this. Here we go. These are kind of like those projects that are kind of sometimes hard to film. So here's like an up close view of the trims, and see like right there where it's a little bit darker, kind of almost makes it look vintage, but it puts a sparkle on it too, so it's really pretty. The other lace that I used was this, and this is like some really wide lace, and it's got like the eyelet hole down the middle. I just used the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals die and cut out like a whole bunch. I think there's 6 of the, I think they're the medium florals, floret, whatever, I don't know, the medium die cut, and you know, you just fold it in quarters, and then I just kind of like, pleated, there we go, this blue lace that is from my stash, and then I just put a half-back pearl in the center. And then I put some of this vintage pink seam binding underneath the flower, and I got that from Marla Rizzo at our 12 Days of Christmas swap, and it's going to be the video before this one that I'm going to post that, because I lost half of the video, and so I was hoping that it would come back, but it hasn't, so I'm just going to redo the other half. And then up here is some more of the seam binding, and some pearl trim from Craftsupplies1, and it's that cream. And then I just glued it onto the top of the balloon. See, this one's kind of, you know, got a like a bubbly shape, so it kind of kept it like right there. So it kept that shape, and I was really happy that it did. And so I just glued this to the top and then put flowers over it so you couldn't really see the glue, because I used E6000 and hot glue, I think. Yeah, I did. And then here's like the pretty paper. There's blues and pinks and greens and like a mauve color. It's really pretty. I love this paper. And then there goes the light. And then I did this little die cut, butterfly die cut. It's a Sizzix one. I think it's the Thinlits. I think it's what it's called. And then I just put some pearl, halfback pearl trim from Craftsupplies1 down the middle. And then I made this banner, and I just cut out rectangles, 2 different sizes, and just glued them on top of each other, and then glued it to a burlap, or like a jute twine. I don't know if you can see it anymore. I've covered it up. But I just glued it to that, and then I tied this really long eyelash trim that I got from Marla Rizzo for our Christmas swap in the middle of each of the triangles, and just did a banner. And Miranda does a banner too. Oh, if I don't drop it. Miranda does a banner too, and it was really cute, and so does my friend Becky. So I thought that was really cute, so I did it too. And then these are Prima resin pieces. There's the bird and the wings, and then there's the heart that goes in the middle of the wings. And then this is a Prima flower, and this one too, and I got that from the warehouse box. This one has the little like wood buttons, and so I just took that off and stuck one of these flower centers that I got from my swap with Marla. Thank you so much, Marla, for everything. And then this flower, I sprayed some of the creme brulee cream on it, and then I also sprayed the cotton candy pink on it, and then I also put some white texture paint on top of everything, kind of here and there. And oh, and then this stick pin is this. The bead cap is from Craftsupplies1, and then this little pearl right here, and then the rest are just from my stash. This one actually came from Marla in our Christmas swap, and I just tucked it behind the flowers. And I think I mentioned this is a Craftsupplies1 flower. This is like a, they're almost like a coral color. It's this one up here too, but I think they're really pretty. And then let me just kind of go around so you guys can see. maybe if my light doesn't, I don't know. And then down here, the reason why I left the basket on the silhouette is just so, on Miranda, she had something down here, and she tied the ribbon around it, and I thought it was really cute, or seam binding, I think she had. And Becky Long does it too, and so that's what I did. I just kind of kept it like that, and then tied some seam binding, and there's a couple of bows there, and then just left the, you know, the excess hang down. And then there's that trim, the light blue, and then I just put the daisy on top, and then I put some of the eyelash trim behind it. And Miranda shows you how to do this basket, but she doesn't tell you to like punch it, but I punched it before I folded it and glued it. So that's like an idea. And then under here, I put some cheesecloth and just kind of, you know, shabbied it up, I guess. Made it kind of, ripped it apart or whatever. Tattered it, I don't know the word. And then I made a crocheted flower, and I got that to, off a tutorial by Lele. And then this one is from Shabby Chic. A Little Shabby Chic. There we go. And I'll post the links to the tutorials for these two flowers below too. And then I just put a rosette that I got from Marla and a flower center from Marla too. So I think it turned out really cute. The chain, I think I just got at Joann's. And Miranda kind of tells you how to do that so you can keep it even. It's really easy. I think it turned out really shabby, and I was kind of surprised because but that's what I was hoping for. So I think it turned out like really super cute. And then here is my my card. Let me just move down my camera so I'm not like having to hold my arms up in the air forever. Okay. And I've got kind of a mess, so don't look. So here is my card, and I just did it out of a corrugated card from Michael's. And then I used the Prima Romantique, and I fussy cut out some of the paper, like the edge. This edge, I just kind of cut along to make like a pocket for the tags, and then I cut this branch out and just glued it along there. And then this was like one of the cutouts, as well as this. And then I tucked some daisies behind it. And that's from Craftsupplies1. And then this is some seam binding and eyelash trim from Marla. And then these are, you know, my tags. I cut this out of the Tim Holtz tags. I don't remember the die cut name, but I'm sure you guys all know. And then there's another cutout from the paper. And then it also comes with some letters, so I cut it out and I put Dear Friend. And then here I took and just wrapped around, kind of like I did on the pearl trim, but I did it with the eyelash trim and glued it down and put half-back pearls on each side. And then down here, here's the same trim or lace, and I did the same thing with the spray. And then this is a Prima flower from the warehouse box. And this I got from Julie, the owner of Craftsupplies1, these little roses, and I just stuck those behind there. And then the tags just go in there. Kind of gives it a little bit of a shabby look when they're in there. I think it's a super cute card, just like that. And then the two little ladies or girls, I think it's kind of cute. And then on the inside, this is another cutout, and I just distressed it and then put one of the daisies from the trim and then another Prima flower right there. And then if I send it out to somebody, this is where I'll write it. So that's my project, and let me know what you guys think, and I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say, and I'll post the links to the tutorials for the flowers and the hot air balloon. And I hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.